Alright, YouTube, it is the Bat Nerd, and I am back with another Bat Nerd reviews. And yes, I'm reviewing What If Season 2. So, this aired over 9 nights on Disney Plus throughout the Christmas season. And there are 9 episodes, and it was a nice Christmas treat, I think, from last year. So, it stars Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher again, guiding us through these alternate realities. And the episodes are What If Nebula Joined the Nova Corps, where we see Nebula join the Nova Corps, who is, in the Nova Corps on Xandar, and it's closed off from Thanos, who is trying to break through and get the Power Stone. We see Nebula team up with some misfits, including Korg and Howard the Duck, which stars Karen Gillan. We even get Jude Law in there too, as his character from Captain Marvel. And we also get, excuse me, trying to hold the camera here. We also get, Michael Rooker as Yondu again. We get Seth Green as Howard the Duck, Taika Waititi as Korg. We get Peter Serafinowicz in there too. So that's a good episode, but not my favorite one. So, next episode is What If Peter Quill Attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where we see a child, Peter Quill, attack the Avengers in the early 90s, where Ego does find him and, makes him his power source. And we get Kurt Russell return in this. We get Michael Douglas return as Hank Pym. We get Haley Atwell as Captain Carter, and John Slattery as Howard Stark, and Kurt Russell as Ego. Chris Hemsworth as Thor. We get Thor in this too, and Lawrence Fishburne as Bill Foster, Goliath, and Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. And we get Atamwa Kandi as King Chanaka, Black Panther. And they all try and fight Star-Lord, but realize he's just an innocent kid that has been manipulated by his father Ego, and he finds new purpose on that reality. Next is What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas. So this is like set on Christmas Eve at Stark Tower, where the Avengers are pretty much partying, but then they get caught up in this dilemma with some bad guys, some arms dealers from Justin Hammer. And, Happy goes all die-hard and saves Christmas at the Avengers Tower. We also see him inject himself with an unstable Hulk formula, and he becomes his own Hulk. And we get the return of Jon Favreau in this with Kat Dennings and Cody Slumber, Maria Hill. We even get Sam Rockwell return as Justin Hammer, with Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. Yeah, it's a fun episode. Fun Christmassy one, and this dropped on Christmas Eve, so it was a great way to, do that. Then we got, on Christmas Day, we had What If Iron Man crashes into the Grandmaster, where What If, during the events of the first Avengers, he throws the missile into space, but the portal closes before he can get through there, and he ends up on the Grandmaster's planet Sakaar, and he finds himself competing in race games with Gamora. They team up, they stop the Grandmaster and stuff. This episode was originally planned for season 1, but due to complications during the pandemic, it was shelved, which we wondered, hang on, where is this, because in the season 1 finale, we were like, hang on, where does this Gamora thing come from? It was an episode that got pulled. You must excuse me, I'm down with the cold, so, it's that time of the year. But I'm keeping up for you guys, and this has Mick Wingard playing Tony Stark, who has voiced Tony Stark and Iron Man throughout What If, and he got a lead role in this episode with Jeff Goldblum returning as the Grandmaster, and Tessa Thompson returning as Valkyrie. We got Taika Waititi as Korg. We got Josh Brolin as Thanos in this, who, with the work of Gamora and Stark, they kill Thanos. Then we have What If Captain Carter and the Hydra. What if Captain Carter found the Hydra Stomper, where in the finale, like cliffhanger of her arc in season 1, we find that Steve Rogers is still in the Hydra Stomper, which is a weapon from season 1 that Steve piloted. And he's under control by the Black Widows from the Red Room. And he, is under control by them, but makes a noble sacrifice by stopping them. This, of course, has Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, Haley Atwell as Peggy Carter, Lake Bell as Natasha Romanoff. We get Frank Grillo as well in this, and we get Elizabeth Olsen too as Wanda Marilyn, as it ties into another episode later on. Then we get, what if Kahore reshaped the world? Now this is a unique episode, as it introduces a character that has never existed in Marvel Comics, and was purely made for this show, for this episode. And Kahore finds the Tesseract and gains these powers. She's a Native American. The episode is in Native American, so there's a lot of English subtitle reading in this one, but still, a great episode. And we get a cameo from Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange Supreme at the end. And this stars Debbie Jacobs as Kahore, and excuse me. But this is like I said, a unique episode. And, what if, I don't think I've ever seen them delve so much into original territory with its characters. And Kahore has gone on to be a fan favorite, and maybe we'll see her in the MCU in the near future. I don't know, but still. I was watching this episode thinking, see, I'm not familiar with this character, who is she? And I find out she's created for that episode. Next one is What If Hela Found the 10 Rings, where what if Odin cast Hela out and she found herself with the 10 rings. She trains among them, learns the way of the 10 rings, and gets a whole redemption arc. And goes from being Hela, the goddess of death, to Hela, the goddess of life, and even faces Odin again. But Odin accepts her defeat, but she doesn't want to be that person anymore. Then with the help of the 10 rings, she finds a whole new purpose as a good goddess, which was an interesting episode I really liked. And would you excuse me a moment, I just have to get some water. There we go, that's better. So yes, and we see Hela gain a new meaning in life. Excuse me. And this has Cate Blanchett as Hela, so she comes back with Jeff Bregman as Odin, and we see Idris Elba as Heimdall. Yeah, it's a fun episode. And then in the 8th and penultimate episode, we have What If the Avengers Assembled in 1602, where we see in an Elizabethan era, Peggy Carter is thrown into this alternate reality where the Avengers assemble in a reality that is 1602. And, excuse me. I know, I'm sorry about this. I picked the worst time to do these reviews with my voice. But yes, this was an interesting episode. We got the return of regulars like Haley Atwell, Sebastian Stan, even Tom Hiddleston as Loki, and we had Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch appear. Then there is the finale. What if Strange Supreme intervened, and we see that the Doctor Strange from season 1 who lost his universe is capturing all of these variants throughout realities and is trying to bring back his universe. And with Captain Carter and the help of Kahore, they band together with the variants who give them weaponry to fight him. And in the end, Doctor Strange sees the error of his ways and sacrifices himself by destroying himself and the trouble he's caused. And actually brings back his universe, but he was never born in it. Yeah, crazy multiverse stuff. So that's that one. We have Haley Atwell in this, and Benedict Cumberbatch, and Deborah Jacobs, and Stanley Tucci returns. Yeah, yeah. It was a good finale. But then I like it at the end, where the Watcher takes Peggy to the multiverse before he takes her home. And it ties in nicely with the season 2 events of Loki, which I like the look of. And maybe they'll come back to it in the third and final season, I don't know. But season 3 is due to premiere on Disney Plus on the 22nd of December, and will play out daily, I believe. So, something to look forward to. Hopefully when I get to review that, my voice will be a lot better, and I'll be over this cold a little more. But yeah, that is What If Season 2 again. Stunning animation, stunning voice cast, great original creations from Kahuri, and just an all-in-all fun season, and was a nice Christmas treat during the Christmas period, which I liked, and we're about to get it again with Season 3, which will be the last one. That just shows that how much the multiverse saga is getting to its closing conclusion with Doomsday and Secret Wars and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, ratings, what am I going to give What If Season 2? Again, I will give it 5 batarangs out of 5. So I'm going to wrap this up now while I've still got a voice. So yeah, have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below what you think. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends. And feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. I have been the Bat Nerd, and this has been Bat Nerd Reviews. So until next time, Bat Nerd out.